Today we're doing a beginner guide to the OSI model. Okay, so we have two computers. One's you, one's your friend, and they both want to talk to each other. But how is that going to be possible? How are we going to do this? The way we move information from one device to another one, or basically just like how the internet works, is based off of something called the Open System Interconnection Model, or the OSI model. Now, we do have a different model now, TCP/IP, and we'll talk about that stuff later. Right now, we're just worried about the OSI model. This is a framework that helps us understand how data moves from one device to another one. Think of it like breaking down a really big job into smaller, clearer, and cleaner steps, so that way no information gets lost along the way. Now imagine these smaller steps as layers, starting with 7 and then ending with 1. And then there's a line that connects from one to the other. So we start with an image, and then it slowly gets unraveled and gets broken down into very clean, simple steps, very clean, simple information, ones and zeros. It travels along the Ethernet line or whatever it might be, and then it gets spun back up, and then it pops up at the computer screen of your friend or whoever it is that you're trying to talk to. This is the OSI model. To make this a little bit easier, and because I love analogies, let's think about it like sending an old-fashioned letter through the mail. I know, like, who does that anymore nowadays, right? Each layer of the OSI model is like a different part of that process. Layer 7, application. This is you writing the letter, deciding what you're going to say, and figuring out the address of where you're going to send it to, like your friend. In networking, this is where programs like web browsers and email live. Layer 6, presentation. This is making sure the layer is in a language your friend can understand, maybe even encrypting it so only they can read it. Layer 5, session. This layer is like agreeing on when you'll send letters and when you'll read them. It keeps track of the conversation so it doesn't get things mixed up. Layer 4, transport. This is deciding how to send the letter. Maybe you split the letter up into multiple different envelopes. Maybe it's so big and you have so much to say that it actually needs to be multiple different letters. This layer numbers all of them so that way they arrive in order. In networking, this is called TCP or UDP. Layer 3, network. This is figuring out the best route to send your letter or your letters. Just like the mailman who's in the truck has to decide what roads he's going to drive on in order to deliver the package or the letter to the house that it's supposed to go to. This is where IP addresses come in. Layer 2, data link. This is putting the letter into the correct mailbox. Think of it like an apartment complex. Everybody has the same address, but nobody has the same apartment number. So the postman needs to make sure that he doesn't just deliver it to the address, but he puts it in the correct mailbox with the correct apartment number. Layer 1, physical. This is the actual truck and roads, the physical cables, Wi-Fi signals, and electrical pulses that carry the data to its destination. Again, just so that way you understand, because I feel like it's a cooler concept, is that the OSI model is layer 7 through 1 on both sides. So information goes from one side and it goes down those layers and it slowly gets what's called encapsulated, and we have headers that get put on it, and these things are called packets, and then they go to the other computer, and the other computer uses the OSI model to check all these things to make sure that everything is correct. But we're going to go much more in depth with all of those things. I actually plan on making an intermediate level of the OSI model and an advanced in-depth dive in the OSI model. If you're interested in that stuff, just let me know down in the comments below. But now you know what the 7 layers are of the OSI model and how it is used to get information to go from one device to another device. It's not an actual real physical thing. It's not tangible. You can't touch it. Well, I mean, I guess you could touch layer 1, but it's just a really good mental roadmap for you to start to understand how networking works and how the internet works. And now when someone says that this is a layer 3 issue or a layer 7 issue, you can start to kind of understand what they're talking about. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for us today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm Paradiddle Pete, and I take L's in networking every single day, so that way you don't have to. Until the next one, Makala Checo.